Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is actually going to be my Cancer Rumble Chronicle. This is installment number 6. So, I just got home a little while ago, about 2 hours or so ago, and just updating you guys on what's going on. I was there from Tuesday until Sunday, today. Same situation as usual. The 5 days, pardon me, and same process. Of course, the strength of my chemotherapy was up by 20%. So there were some new things that actually went on. I had a really bad bout last time. In round 3 with thrush. So I had a lot going on with that, and I kind of got some mouth ulcers and things. But again, my team of doctors are the best at Allegheny General, and they had things to actually take care of that and knock that right out. It was so funny because I got this one medication that was a liquid, and it was like a swish and swallow, and I had done that. And when they said something about swish and swallow, I was like, that didn't work. And I went to the pills. So this time I went through the pills, and the pills kind of worked the first time. This time they didn't work, and then the ulcers came. So I had a really, really rough day right before I went, the week before I went back in. So I went and I ended up getting this stuff, and it was a compound that they actually created. And you have to shake it real good, and that had lidocaine, and also Benadryl in it. And it's just so funny. So they gave it to me, and they said, make sure you shake it up really good. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I did that, and they said, swish and swallow. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm still thinking it's not going to work. I put it in my mouth, and I swish it around. Within 5 minutes, my whole goddamn tongue and my mouth was numb. Like I had eaten like 20 chloroseptic pills. And then 5 minutes after that, every goddamn thing was funny. And then, of course, I was knocked out. I fell asleep. And within a day and a half, I was good to go. And everything cleared up. It was some rough stuff. I said, oh my God. So, Magic Swish is some shit. Honey, I said, my goodness. So anyway, I ended up going in for a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and I thought I was actually not going in until the following week. But they were like, no, you're staying. So I was kind of bummed out because I thought I had a few more days before I had to go in. But that didn't happen. So Tuesday I went on in. I went in, and like I said, I was kind of bummed out. It was the first time that I was I really don't want to be here. And I made the mistake of actually saying to my mom, because before I left, my mom said, well, what's wrong? And I said, I really don't feel like doing this. And I shouldn't have done that, because when I said that to her, it kind of dogged her mood. So she kind of was in a mood the whole time, because I don't convey that stuff to her. So I felt really, really bad. And the other thing that I kind of went through is I'm kind of over the hospital food thing. I got into a point where I think I'm getting baby fat, but when I go to pull the top back, and just the smell, I just couldn't. I was like, I just can't. So my mom was really good. My mom literally was bringing me food that I had prepared from my own house. Every day she was bringing me my food. So that was a lot, but, spoiled. She did it. And, hey, that's my favorite girl. But I was eating everything. I was eating oxtails and neck bones and spaghetti and just being a spoiled rotten brat and eating the things that I wanted to eat at the hospital. And I was just telling the hospital, just bring me fruit. So for breakfast, I'd just eat fruit, and then I'd just hold off, and then I'd eat what I wanted to eat from home. And then I had barbecue ribs and home fries with onions the one day. I had cooked all this stuff before I left home. And some things were frozen and stuff, and she just would bring them up. So hats off to my mother. I'm a spoiled brat, but I couldn't eat the hospital food. I just couldn't stomach it. But anyway, okay, so let's move on with what I went through. Okay, so, of course, same old, you know, I was on my 96-hour drip, and then by Friday, I got my, I was doing okay. I ran into I had hiccups for about 2.5 hours the one day. Those damn hiccups, just crazy. And they gave me something that knocked it right out. Because it got to a point where it was literally hurting my chest, the hiccups. But I made it through that. Let's see, what else? Oh gosh, yeah. Then on day 2, some of my numbers were going down. My red blood cells weren't being where they were supposed to be. Something with the new regimen. And also, they were concerned about the fact that my neuropathy in my fingers, I get the tingling in my fingertips, that it hasn't gone away ever since I started. So they were alarmed with that. So they cut back one of the medications in my regimen, and I've already started to get some of the feeling back into my fingertips. So they were saying, you know, that wouldn't stop anything, that my numbers were going to be doing good and everything's still looking good, but they weren't nervous about the fact that my neuropathy wasn't going away. They don't want to continue on with it, and then there'd be a chance that it doesn't go away. So we had that go on. But I ended up having to actually have blood transfusions. That was kind of scary because I've never done that. Never even considered that. So I actually had to have blood. 2 bags of blood. I said, okay, so now I'm officially a goddamn character from True Blood. So I've had to have blood transfusions. And that was weird because it took long. They were long, and it got kind of scary because they had to come in first. Their bags run, it's like 4 hours. And they're like small bags blood, but they come in like every 15 minutes and they check you. And then they come in every 30 minutes. And then they come in every hour. Weird. Because you think about that when you're giving blood. You know, they check to make sure you're not getting lightheaded and all this or having a reaction. You never think about getting blood. The same thing. They're like watching you and checking you to see if you get, you know, queasy or if you start to pass out or that kind of thing. So that was kind of weird, kind of different. But that was a little bit scary, but whatever. I did fine. I made it through. So I did the hiccups. I had my normal stuff, you know. I didn't battle too much with nausea this time. And naturally, as soon as they did the puncture in my back, immediately, when I was laying there for the 2.5 hours, when I woke up, my tongue looked like cauliflower. So the thrush was, bam, right in full effect. But I actually had a swish and swallow, not the major swish, but the regular swish. And I started that right there at the hospital instead of waiting until I got home. So I didn't lose all of my taste, just a little bit of it. But I'm doing really well. And then there was a little bit of a scare there because the methotrexate, which is the puncture, for whatever reason, my levels was really high yesterday. So they were kind of afraid that I wasn't going to be able to come home on the 5th day, that I may have had to stay over. But overnight, everything went really well, and the numbers came down, and I was able to get home on time, so I was really happy about that. But I guess that was the 20%, you know. And that procedure, you know, it's pretty rough procedure, but it gets better every time because you figure I've done it. I've done that 4 times now. I have 2 more to go. So, you know, nothing that I couldn't handle. Just want to give you guys an update on where I am. Again, you know, still tired after I actually got the puncture in my back. I fell asleep at 9:45, maybe, and I was literally sitting up in the bed, sitting up until 4 in the morning. And the nurses were like, honey, you were doing something. You were slobbering and carrying on. I was like, really? Y'all, at least they didn't videotape me. But I got real ugly there. And I just kind of passed out, for a lot of hours. Really, really tired. And that's, again, I'm feeling the fatigue thing. Yeah, I'm a lot tired, more tired. Now, I can see that when they do the increase, that, yeah, I'm losing some of my get up and go, but that's okay. That's okay, because I'm here, and I'm still pulling, and, hey, I got to do what I got to do. So, hopefully, I'll be through my scheduled treatments, I'm thinking, before Christmas. They'll after Thanksgiving, and hopefully, God willing, that'll be it. I won't have to do any more. But we'll see. Whatever's in store is what's in store. If I have to do more than the 6 that were planned out originally, I'm going to do them. But I'm not going anywhere. So, that is that. That is that. But I got home a little bit ago, and happy to be home. I'm happy to be home. It's getting a little, it's my new normal. Me and that silver bitch. I'm so glad to get unattached from her. I finally got off the pole, off my IVs, and everything were removed at 3 o'clock this morning. So, whatever. Still here, still kicking, still fighting with a smile. It is what it is. Big old fight till the end. Big old fight till the end. So that's it. I just wanted to come in, check with you guys, tell you what was going on. Little bit more difficulties, but that's just to be expected. Because again, each time the chemo gets a little more aggressive, so naturally you're going to see, I'm thinking things are going to get a little harder as you go, and that's okay. That's okay. So, all right. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for keep on praying. The prayers are definitely still working, and I appreciate you all. All of those, my goodness, that post office box. You guys told me to get the post office box, and I just get the most beautiful cards and things in my post office box, and it really does work. And they are all over the house, so I get to see my cards, and I take some of them with me back to the hospital and stuff. So, I really do thank you guys. And again, any letters or anything you want to send, the post office box it's James or J Colwell, 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 and my post office box, P.O. Box 99432, and that's Pittsburgh, PA 15233. And I've actually gotten letters and things as well of like people that wanted to just talk to me and send me letters and some advice, and I've actually emailed people back. And if you want me to do that on if you want it private, I can do that. I'll write. Of course, I'm a writer, so I'll write to you. Or if you want me to do video, I'll do video. Whatever you guys want. I appreciate the time that you actually put in with me. So that is that. And I will talk to you guys really, really soon. Thank you guys. See ya. Bye, guys.